This is quite possibly one of the most useful episodes of the Manifestation Queen podcast ever created, because this is where I divulge how quantum shifts actually happen and how you can create them easily in your own life. So this video or this audio is actually recorded in my private group, the Abundant Soul Social Club. And I thought it was such great information, I had to share it with you guys through the podcast, just in case you're not already part of my group. And if you absolutely loved this video and it hits home for you, then you are going to love hearing about some of the programs that I have coming up. I've got my Abundant as Fuck Mastermind that is always accepting new clients into it. It's just my ongoing mastermind that helps you align with more abundance in all areas of your life without all the drama and stress and pressure and hustle, and to turn that into receiving easily, receiving in such a fun way, and keeping that going in your life ongoing. Also, I have a brand new class of Big Money Vibes starting, and Big Money Vibes is my money course that works actual miracles in your financial in your finances. And this is the course that you learn how to be not only an energetic match for receiving, but also keeping, attracting, earning, and expanding your money and expanding your wealth across all areas of your life. So the results from the first round of this were so magical that I decided I'm going to turn around and run it again. So we're going to start in early May. And if you experience money drama, or if you are seeing that you're making good money, but you'd really love to attract even more, you're just kind of at a plateau, you haven't hit your next level yet, and you want to learn how to do this on repeat from a process that I actually follow myself to, and it works miracles. So the women in the course this past round, good God, they all blew through their goals. Some were up to 35,000 in a month. Some manifested 25,000. Some were down at 9,000, and even like in between. And it was just so magical because this blew past their actual goals so far that, it was just really a beautiful way to see it. And we did it with so much fun and such a great little community. So I invite you to reach out to me if either of these sound like a great opportunity or a good fit for you at this time. You know it if it is. Your soul says, yeah, go ahead and reach out. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and start the episode. Thanks for pushing play. I hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to hearing what you think. Go ahead and tag me on Instagram at Cassie MacKenzie, and tell me what you think about this episode. If you really loved it, you can go ahead and leave a 5-star rating or a review. And I have a very special episode coming on next after this one about creating your vision and how to make it actually work for you. Alrighty, have a great day, guys. I will talk with you soon. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. Welcome to the Manifestation Queen podcast, your filter-free and uncensored source for all things manifestation. I'm Cassie MacKenzie, and I'm a manifestation expert. I'm here to raise your vibes and your cash flow. Listen, I've manifested everything from a beer, a 6-figure salary, my husband, and homes, and more. And I am spilling everything I can on this podcast so you can learn how you can do the same. The more fun I have, the more manifestations appear, and the more money I make. So it's my obsession to show you how you can be, do, and have anything you want. So join the movement to raise your income and your impact on this world. Become a manifestation queen and create a life that feels like a vacation. Let's do the damn thing. Hello, Abundant Soul Social Club. I'm Cassie MacKenzie. It's so good to see you guys. So I decided to pop in here today because something has been on my mind. And it's the first of the month. And this is not an April Fool's joke. I am legit going to, come bring the heat today. So let me give you guys a chance to pop on. I didn't bring my computer in here, so hopefully I'm in the right group. If I'm not, then I'm sure that it'll work out fine. So For those of you who don't know me, I am Cassie MacKenzie. I'm an intuitive abundance mentor. For you guys, when you want to call in more abundance, more love, more money, more clients, more of all the things, not just money, but making your life well-rounded. So like you're getting your desires. And today's topic is all about how to quantum shift into receiving more clients, more abundance, more of everything, basically the business that you're looking for. And I know, this is a new month, obviously, right? So this is a new month where you guys are all looking at where you ended yesterday and where you're beginning today. And I'm sure for a lot of you out there, you are looking at new goals for this month, right? Maybe it's the same goal that you had last month, which is the same goal that you had the month before and the month before and the month before, and you didn't hit it and you're not sure why. You're not sure why you keep desiring more clients or desiring more cash flow or desiring more speaking opportunities, or maybe for that house to show up that you want, but you don't know why it's still not showing up. And that's why you desire truly less struggle. You desire, less of like just wanting and waiting and consuming and hoping that this is the month that it happens, right? You're in essence, like this is truly what's going on, where you're desiring, you keep desiring like the same 10K, 20K cash months in your business, or perhaps you keep desiring for that relationship to show up, but then, or like the soul aligned clients or the soul aligned opportunities to show up, and month after month after month, it keeps not showing up. So you're coming from this kind of needy energy of, I need this to show up in order for me to show up in my life, or for me to show up in my business in a certain way. It's dependent on the circumstance being met. And so waiting on these circumstances to show up in order to allow yourself to fully show up that way is having it backwards, right? So with today being the beginning of the month, I wanted to introduce something that I always do with my private clients, with my mastermind, and today's the first call for the mastermind. Yay! Let's celebrate that. I'm so excited. But also for the Big Money Vibes group, we as I'm checking on my cord for money. So we, one of the things that I have you do in these courses and in the programs with me is create a list of, what I call it a stop, start, keep list, or drop, start, keep. And what this is designed to do is to truly help you analyze what you did the last month. Take a true look so that you're not bleeding one month into another, right? So you take a deep look at what you did last month that really worked out well. What is going well? And then you look at what didn't go so well so that you can just drop it, okay? Because there's no reason to carry that shit on. And I am saying to you, like, when I say drop it, I mean thoughts, behaviors. Maybe like you noticed yourself consuming more than creating. Maybe you noticed yourself shrinking in a live stream because there weren't a lot of people on it. I've done that before. Maybe you have just paid more attention to interaction on your posts online and not necessarily to the actual people showing up in your inbox. And this is all about energy, right? So this is all about energy and your power and your confidence. Your confidence isn't going to come from, getting 10 or 20 clients. Your confidence is going to come from you. It's going to come from within. And it comes from trying over and over and over again. But also you can just decide, fuck, I'm confident right now. I'm confident right now. I know enough right now. I'm going to go remind myself how much I already know so that way I'm not going around in circles like I used to, okay? So this is, in essence, like this is, this is the opposite to starting a new month with the same energy. You can't go and start, you can't go and start a new month with the same energy that you ended the last month and expect to get different results, okay? You have to start and, really look at what needs to be dropped, because those things are energetic leaks, okay? Things that I've dropped just in the past month were notifications on my phone. I turned all my notifications off. I noticed that I was in like 6 different social media / like communications apps, and I was just constantly looking at notifications and talking to people like in, like a Voxer or Telegram or Facebook or Instagram, and then there's Clubhouse. And I decided, you know what? I looked at my kids and I'm like, you guys are the actual humans in front of me. I need to be paying attention to you and not to this noise over here, right? So, and in doing that, and in like really putting myself in front of things that I actually love doing, and it took me away from things that were kind of eating up my energy, I was able to free up that energy to use in live streams and to use with my clients and to put into my programs, and then call that energy back when I needed it, right? So get your power back. You don't want to start the new month with the same energy from before. You want to start your new month with a different, cleaner energy. And this is essential. So I recommend, since today is the first day of the month, you go ahead and do, Jamie says, no notifications. I've been clearing up the groups I'm in too. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That is essential. And I started doing the same thing like a couple months ago. I feel like I have something in my teeth. I'm like, what is going on up here? All right. It looks like we're good. Okay. So the next thing I want to say is this. You want to get your power back completely. You want squeaky clean energy where you're able to throw your desires out to the universe and then attract your clients back, right? And in order to do that, your clients have to be able to see you there. And if you're not fully in your power, then they're not going to be able to see you, because they're looking for a certain person who's up here. And if you're leaking your power all over the place and just shitting it all over the world, you're not going to be able to reach that point, right? You're not going to be able to see them eye to eye. So raise yourself back up to that standard that you've decided that your goal is at, and then take your power from there. This is having confidence that you know enough already to do whatever the hell it is that you want to do, okay? This also comes in intuitive readings, right? The woman that had, like, if you have a goal to have 10K, 20K months and to have all of these soul-aligned clients, then the woman who does that probably doesn't need like 4 intuitive readings per week to tell her which direction to go. So take a look at where you're giving. And like, I noticed myself doing this, where I would put myself out there and be like, ooh, I want this, I want this, I want to know. But yet I really was leaking my power and giving it off to so many people who then, really were returning not that much back to me. Okay. And that comes in the form of these, it's not that they actually, let me take that back. It's not that they weren't returning it back to me. It's just that I wasn't returning it back to myself. I wasn't then saying, okay, I know enough now and I'm ready now to go do the damn thing. Right. But what I realized is 90% of the time I could have done the thing without the reading. I could have done the thing without finding out from, like another person, whether it was the right thing to do or not, right? Because if you're constantly looking for what's the right or wrong thing to do, then getting them back, like getting the free readings, like too many, like a lot of them, right? Like for me, I don't often do it anymore, because when I start to feel like I need something like that. I mean, there's a couple people where I will, because, it's like, I don't know, they always have very like impactful things to say. But for the most part, I've cut it out entirely, because what happens is you start giving away your intuition. Your intuitive powers are so strong already that when you start trusting people outside of yourself, then you're starting to trust yourself less. You're starting to trust your internal guidance, your intuition. You already know the answers. And if you're able to tell yourself, I already know the answers, right? Like, imagine yourself if you've attained like all of the goals that you have, right? Like, since I titled this Quantum Shifts for Attracting Soul-Aligned Clients, one of the quantum shifts, if you want to attract, 10 new clients into your newest program and have 5 one-on-one clients and a, like a wait list, right? Be fully booked out. If you want to be fully booked out, then you've already attained that goal, then you would look back and be like, I already know what I know to get here, right? And it's all about your power. It's all about your energy. So quantum shifting yourself into the power of the person that's already attained this goal is way different than the person who's kind of sitting there looking at the goal saying, I don't know how to get there and I need all of this help and all of these opinions in order to get there. Like, if bottom line, you already know how to get there, right? There are ways for you to pull this out of yourself. And that's what I actually help do with my coaching and with my clients, and help them get to the answers faster so that they're able to trust themselves more. Because when you trust yourself more, you make more money. When you trust yourself more, you have more clients, and your clients trust themselves more too, because you're modeling that. We're all just like big kids. We model the people around us who, are doing something that we've never done before, right? So this model the version of you that's already done it, right? Okay. Like you said, they become energy leaks. Yeah, I was having trouble clear. Exactly. So, and that's what happens. Like you start to just still deal in that realm of things you already know, that realm of like predictability, right? Where like, a predictable response to an action that you take, and everything that you want is outside of that. Everything you want is outside of that. That's in that realm where like your fear is keeping you from getting there, and you have to push through the fear and open the curtains and pop the bubble. Remember, if you heard the pop the bubble thing last week, but then pop that fucking bubble and expand yourself into greater levels of trust and greater levels of income and impact and receiving, and being more and more comfortable receiving, and being more and more comfortable getting the guidance and going with it and making a decision quicker and quicker and quicker. Because the last thing you want to do is end up 6 months from now wishing that you started today, when you could have started today, because you have the guidance to do it. It's inside of you. It's always inside of you. And the greater and greater levels of abundance require greater and greater levels of personal power. Hi, Cynthia. And so your greater and greater levels of personal power are going to be dependent on you stepping off the ledge and saying, yes, I'm doing this, and then doing it. And even though the fear is looking you in the face, because here's what happens. When you make a decision to do something, that's when your brain kicks in and is like, I don't think you should do that because it doesn't seem safe. It's not safe enough. But see, your safety and your desire for safety is keeping you in the place that you're at right now. And if you're in my group, and if you're in this group and watching this live stream or on the replay, you desire more in your life. We're humans. We were built to desire more. And it doesn't have to always be money. It could be just soul-aligned clients, having a greater impact. It could be not only just having a greater impact, but impacting even more people on a broader scale. But to do that, you need to be more and more in your confidence and more in your personal power. Because when you do that, then you become that energetic match for the desires you have. That's when the clients start noticing you and people start reaching out to you. And believe me, the people reaching out to you is by no means dependent on the number of people who interact with your posts. Most of the people that have ended up working with me have been people who I never even knew, who just reached out to me randomly via email or I just noticed I've got like all this shit on my arm, through my messenger or on Instagram. And it's been great, but they've seen me because I've shown up in a different level of power that made them finally notice me, like rising above all of like the noise, okay? Where people are fighting with each other and calling each other out and all of that shit. When you can like stop comparing yourself to all of the other people out there and just create your own fucking power and act from that, then the right people start noticing you, and the right people always show up at the right time. But you got to stop giving your power away. You've got to quantum shift yourself up out of the need to, the need for validation, right? Or the need to always have to have the right answer or always have to have everything figured out before you do it. Because here's what happens. If you always take predictable actions, you're going to be getting predictable results. So in order to get something you've never had, you have to do something you haven't done, which means naturally, by definition, it's not in your comfort zone to do that. But all the magic happens when you pop that bubble and expand out. You expand your comfort zone out. And this could be a comfort zone of things you do or even things you receive. Much of the work that I've started doing with my clients and some of the focus in the Big Money Vibes group was being comfortable receiving at greater and greater and greater levels. And that's where that's where so much of the power is too. Not only the power to get what you want, but having that internal power to keep it too. And then that is where the fucking magic happens. That's where the quantum leap happens. Because you're literally leaping into giving yourself permission to have more before the circumstances are telling you that you have permission, right? So I had to get this off my chest on the first day of the month. So go back today and take a look and see what things can you start? What things do you need to drop? Like what actions are you doing that's giving your power away that you can decide today to drop? And from that list, that'll give you a good list of things to start doing. And then what things are currently working for you that you can keep? Because you're seeing that one thing gets a desired result, right? So thank you, Jamie. So when you, these are the things to keep. You're doing great things already. There's just minor tweaks that you can start to shift and then get new results for April. Fuck, this is a good, great month, right? I know it's April Fool's Day, but this video is not an April Fool's joke at all. This is the fucking joke from the universe that this is how you get the things, right? This is how you call in the clients. This is how you call in the massive healing that you can do on the world, because I know that's a big goal for so many of you out here. But for those of you who are just interested in making more money in your business, this works for you too, right? So everybody's got their own motivation. Everybody's got their own goals, and that is totally cool with me. I'm here to support all of it. I love it. So, but we do have room in the mastermind today. Actually, 3 hours from now is our very first call, and I'm so fucking pumped. This Abundant as Fuck Mastermind is going to be ongoing, so you could join at any time. But if you're feeling the pull, this is not only going to be the lowest price it ever is, but it's also going to be the first call. And I'm dropping module 1 tonight. In addition to doing group coaching, we're going to be doing module 1 of my brand new, irresistible, exclusive program, The Abundance Codes. And this is exclusive to me and my clients because this is something I personally downloaded a couple of months ago, and I decided to save it for my mastermind first. So you get one-on-one support in the mastermind too. I'm here to help pull you through into basically I think support is not only support from your spirit team, right? Not only physical support you get from the people around you, but in these businesses, you need the support from coaches and mentors to help. Basically, I've spent time and money to get to the point that I'm at right now. And when my clients hire me, they're able to leap to the point that I'm at now based on what I've learned, because I'm able to help you through a lot of the things that you're going to trip over along the way. But if you're trying to do it all your own, then you're going to basically be waiting for, a long time because you're trying to figure it all out your own. So, which is totally fine too. It's totally up to you. But this is for the woman who's tired of trying to do it all alone. You're ready to quantum leap in your business. You know that this support is going to be exactly the thing that helps you kickstart that confidence, that trust, that support in yourself, and also having the support of a community around you along the way. I have it's 3 months minimum to join, but you can stay in for as long as you want. I have the vision that this is going to be a very exclusive, special club to get into. Kind of like the ones I used to stand in line for. Actually, fuck that. I never stood in line to get into a club. I got in regardless because I knew I was going to. But anyway, this is going to be so much fun. So reach out to me. Also, I've opened up for 2 private clients And that special for the Big Money Vibes program ends today. And that's the one where you can get it for $777. And trust me, the price is going to double because the results in this program are fucking phenomenal and you will absolutely make your money back. Like completely. If you do all the work in the program and you show up like these ladies showed up in this first round, holy shit. Fucking 25,000, 12,000. One is like probably going to go over 10,000, maybe more. I mean, this is crazy. So I love the results, plus non-tangible fun results too that appeared and showed up, and I love it. I love it. I love what I do. Can you tell? Yay. All right. Love you guys so much. Reach out to me if any of the above you're feeling the pull. Answer the call. When you don't answer the call of the pull of your soul, then you just basically end up sitting on the waiting list for a long time, trying to figure it out on your own, and that's no fun. You got summer to enjoy too. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk with you soon. Bye. Thanks a million for choosing to push play on another episode of the Manifestation Queen podcast. You truly amaze me. And if this episode blew your mind, then please leave a 5-star rating and a quick review on iTunes so more people like you can become manifestation queens too. See you next time.